Alright, so I'm mostly just covering this clip for the sake of completion. This clip is super easy. This is Blue Box Clip, which is the main clip that we use to get into jail in Dry Lagoon for awful pieces. All you have to do, line yourself up round here with this line where the wall separates from brick to rock. Hold down left into the box and glide, and that is it. One more time. Line yourself up, glide. Super easy. If you play Dark at all, you almost certainly already know this clip. But if you are new to the category, this is very important to know. This is the #1 most important Dark hunting clip. Learn it immediately. Face clip. Shoutouts to Gus for finding this clip sometime last year. This clip is very useful for corner sets in particular, which is really important for races so that you don't get owned by RNG. And thankfully there is a very, still pretty fast and simple way to do the trick. All you have to do, you come under the middle of this chin, you see this point right here. You want to be past this point, so further deep than that. You can go as far deep as probably about here, I'd say. In the middle, face left, whistle, buffer a spiral. You'll be on the spring like this out of bounds. At the apex of your jump, use your hover frames and glide out. Once more. Middle of the chin, left side, whistle, buffer spiral, double tap to glide out. And from there you can do your underwater gliding of your choice to get to corner, and that is it. That is all you have to do face clip. Chungus Clip 2, I know, great name. This saves time with Blue and White V Piece 1 into jail, Blue and White V Piece 2 into jail, Stone Statue's Treasure P1 with free piece into jail, or Blue Striped Head with free piece 2 into jail. And from all of those, you would grab your hint here. If you see it's jail, what you want to do, from this spot, you aim towards that wall, and you lock camera, go into the water, hold up. When you see the camera shake, you jump, and then glide at the apex of your jump. One more time. Line up, lock camera. See camera shake, jump, glide. This is pipe clip, and there's an easy way to do it and a hard way. The easy way is you just grab this red wall, you go up until Rouge is invisible for some reason. Hold up right, jump glide onto this wall, climb up a little bit so you're in this pipe, hold left, jump glide out. Easy peasy. The harder version skips that first step, which kind of auto sets up the second part for you. But what I do is I jump until Rouge flips 4 times, I grab the wall, climb up into the pipe, and then do the same thing, left side, jump, clip out. As you can see, this one is a bit trickier, but it works. It's consistent with practice. And this lets you go from red, blue area to anywhere else, though basically the only places I know of that it's really useful for is getting into upgrade room early, or getting over here to altar if you go to blue for Dark Sonic and it's not there and you want to get this Dark Sonic instead. 6 Safes clip is a bit of an odd one. It's very easy to explain, but I find that it's much tougher to actually execute. In order to do it properly, one generally needs to be pretty aware of the cycles that this 6 safes weight is on and how long the weight or how far the weight will move from the distance they're at. But essentially all you have to do is that you drill into this weight right as it gets to the floor of the 6 safe. This might be placebo too, but I swear this works easier on GameCube. I feel very consistent at it on GameCube, whereas I find that it feels a lot trickier on PC. Now that could, again, just be placebo, or it could just be the fact that you have to use it for GameCube, which is a big reason why I'm covering it, because having it in your arsenal is extremely useful for GameCube. So 3 cylinders clip is a bit of a weird one. Actually getting the setup isn't too bad. It's a bit counterintuitive, but the more difficult thing in my experience is actually grabbing the piece. But with all of that out of the way, here's how you actually do it. You glide over to this with momentum and drill down while keeping that momentum. If you get this, you messed up, but that's fine. Just go back a little bit and try again. If you get this, you're on the right track. What you need to do for that drill, though, is that you need to keep holding A from the glide. And if you do that, when you get into this state, you'll burn your hover frames, and once you're finished burning your hover frames, you'll grab the wall. You want to make sure that you're not holding up at this point too, because if you hold up, you'll just flip right back out. From here, your climbing is horizontally inverted, but not vertically inverted, because from the camera, you're looking the wrong way now. So you climb down a bit, I'd say about to here. And then you want to go left, which will take you right all the way over to this wall. Whenever we jump off, though, your controls will now be uninverted. So left will actually take you left. So what we want to do now is jump glide off to the left and loop back towards the safe. That might have been a bit too high, but it might have gotten it too. I'm not sure. One more time. Glide down. Lock your camera. Glide in. Object clips are very useful in Security Hall. There are, I believe, 3 different safes that you can clip into with them. And it's one of each safe color, so there's always 2 of them that are going to be useful to some degree to have. The first one is right over here. The second one is this safe down here, which you actually clip into using Omochow over here by just going over here. And then the third one is another box over here for invisible rings. Mark the spot right here. And you actually have 2 boxes here, so even if you accidentally knock one off like that, you still have a second one. All 3 of these clips work the exact same way. All you have to do is run towards the wall until you get running at full speed like this, and then you angle towards this corner, and wow, that happened immediately. So yeah, just get full speed and then angle into this corner. If you aren't getting it immediately, don't panic, and I'd recommend not running back to get full speed again either. You probably already ran enough. Just wiggle in this corner until you get the angle that clips you out. The one you just saw there is very much an anomaly. It usually takes a second or 2 for you to clip it. Laser clips are used for 2 different pieces right now. neither of these are useful for GameCube specifically, because GameCube forces blue saves, and both of these are for blue save pieces. But if you are playing on PC and you get to use good save colors, these are very useful to know. And they both work the same way. This one is a bit easier for whatever reason. I think the piece is just positioned a little further forward in the safe. But essentially all you do, you line yourself up like this, where you're facing towards the laser as it comes back towards you. You get hit, and then you start buffering a spiral, and as you get pushed in, you spiral. And that's it. That is all you do. That one probably would have worked for the safe I was trying it on, but it might not have worked for this one. It's a little finicky. This one you want to start a little closer, even. That one might have worked for this. But if you aren't getting it, the two major fail points from what I've seen, you want to be like facing, you want to be directly in the middle of the safe. Like that absolutely got it. So you want to be absolutely facing in the middle of the safe, and you have to make sure you spiral as the laser is pushing you into the safe. Even though its usefulness has been somewhat mitigated by PSO Clip, Upgrade Skip is still by far the most important strat in Mad Space. It's very important to be consistent at, because it is by far the quickest, very consistent way of getting to everything that's Holy Planet or higher. There's also an extended version that's very useful for a couple other pieces that I'll go over. And just in general, most Mad Space runs you will probably be seeing this, so it's good to be consistent at. All you have to do for it, take this rocket. As soon as it goes away, glide while holding up left, tap your right camera trigger. As soon as you break gravity like this, you're going to start losing height like crazy. So you need to glide reset quickly. Though as you can see, if you do your initial glide quickly, this is actually very lenient. I mean, I basically didn't glide reset at all there and just let go of my glide and I still made it. But here's what a good one should look like. You should have enough height to even make it all the way up there, which can be useful for a couple sets. And then from there, normally you would just take your rocket to your Holy Planet piece or your higher up piece or whatever. And that would be the end of it. And normally that was the end of it, but Hedera found a extended version of this that helps make a couple other pieces viable, where instead you go here and instead of taking the rocket, you jump off of this thing. Ideally you jump off of this little orange lip, and then you fly over here. Eventually the planet will start trying to drag you in. As it does that, you want to go from up to right, and that will take you up the planet, and now you can get Tall Guys or Machine 3 very quickly, which makes these takeable pieces. And that is Upgrade Skip and the extended Upgrade Skip. PSO Clip is a lovely little interaction where if you can sneak out the little PSO Easter egg from there, you can activate the capsule rocket and holy rocket early instead of having to do upgrade skip like we would normally, to just get you up to those higher planets earlier. I will say this skip is only useful for holy rocket pieces if you have forest. If you have forest, this clip is broken. It makes the great sets even better. But more notably, it is for taking capsule pieces. In particular, it lets you take Red Nail, Leg 2, and Propeller, which are pieces that we never could have been able to take before. But it's pretty simple. All you have to do come down here, you line up for the middle of this wall here. I find it better to be a little to the left than a little to the right if you're going to be off center. You land, you hold towards the box, you'll see the pick prompt, pick up. It doesn't always work first try like that. If it doesn't work first try, you want to reposition until you're centered on where you think the box has moved, because it might move up or down the box a little bit, because objects are weird in this game and they get pushed around in weird ways. But once you get the box, the rest is easy. All you have to do, just throw it at the iron crate that has the switch of the rocket you want to go to, and that is it. That is PSO Clip.